on, guys, and welcome back to another adventure with Rasta Dog and I. He's back there hanging out his window, as he always loves to do. And today is just an incredible day. Crystal blue skies with just a little bit of wispy clouds rolling around. But right now we are headed up into the Wenatchee National Forest, just outside of Yakima, Washington. Plan for today is to continue on the Forest Service roads and make our way into some higher elevations and back up into the mountain range of Washington here. But should be a pretty good adventure. I don't really have a route that I'm running on. I'm just exploring the back roads. But should be a good one. We're already climbing elevation and this guy's loving it. So let's get going. It's gonna be a good one. Well, we decided to stop and have lunch here at this absolutely awesome campsite with an absolute incredible view of Yakima, Washington. This is the whole valley out here of Yakima, Washington, home of apples, where they make and produce and grow thousands upon thousands upon thousands of apples a year. Some of the biggest apple producers, if not the biggest apple producers, are there in town, right along the highway as you head out of town. There you can, if you want to see apple crates and everything, they are there. But we stopped here for lunch and we're just taking in this beauty. Like, there's a whole prairie of flowers behind me. I already have wood if I want to camp here, which I just might if I don't find anything up the road. Well, what's going on, guys? We found camp and it is another epic one. I cannot believe it. I didn't drive too far today, only about 19 miles from where I started the day from, but wow, we ran this. I wasn't going to drive past this one and just let it go. You still got Yakima, which is out here in this valley down here, which I've been driving along, kind of seeing the valley all day. Behind me is just a beauty, I'll call it. And then over here, we just have the entire scenic byway of Highway 12. I believe the pass is out that way, but it just curls all the way down in this canyon here. And then all the way over here, I'll fall off the cliff. I believe that is Mount Rainier, just chilling out there. It was cloudy when I got here, so I did not know that was going to be there, but the clouds cleared up, and I I don't know how I keep running into sites like this, but this is pretty awesome.
Sometimes I make this life thing harder than it needs to be. Not dead yet, true shit. So why do I worry about what I can't see? I've been stressing about money for my rent, but the money that I spent last night with my friends was worth it. Sometimes I make this life thing harder than it needs to be. So many lights, lights, lights with us tonight, night, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes, eyes, eyes. It's gonna be alright, right, right. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. That's all we got.
It was so much fun hanging out at camp last night with Rasta. We watched the sunset fall on Mount Rainier. We woke up this morning and had a nice cup of coffee and breakfast. I wanted to film at camp, but was not able to because it was so windy. This morning, we head off to see if we can make it to the other side of the valley to continue our journey.
Well guys, unfortunately today's adventure was a bunch of dead ends closed off by private properties, and which is a royal bummer because I wanted to get to the other side of this mountain range and not have to turn back and go back out the way that I came in and back down to the scenic byway of Highway 12, but unfortunately it looks like I'm going to have to do that. But for now, we came up to check out Jump Off Lookout Mountain, old tower house. So that is where we're at now.
Jump Off Mountain is the site of a fire lookout tower that was established in 1923 with a cupola cabin. This was replaced in 1958 with the current structure. The lookout is still being used for emergency situations and is the last remaining lookout in the Natchez Ranger District. The Ranger District also used the building as a radio tower, and some phone wires can still be seen along the hiking trails. As years went by, unfortunately the building was heavily vandalized. The roof was destroyed for the copper lightning protection. Shutters broken, allowing for rain and snow to ruin the flooring. In 2010, a group named the Friends of Jump Off, led by Mike Hiller, repaired the damaged roof, replaced the broken shutters with plexiglass, and repaired the floors. They continue to support the well-being of this structure with maintenance and cleaning to this day. Long before this point was used as a fire lookout, its access was good because of a wagon road. It was used by the Tayton Cattlemen's Association to run cattle on it from the town of Tayton pre-1900s.
As I had mentioned over at the lookout tower, I ran into a bunch of dead ends today. I was down in basically this whole valley down here, exploring roads and seeing if we could get over to this range over here, because there are roads just down in there that would lead over to Lost Lake, which is that lake there. But ran into a bunch of dead ends, so I decided to come back up to the Jump Off Mountain outlook, as I'm gonna have to turn back around and go back out the way I came. So I'm just gonna enjoy the night and evening, make some breakfast for dinner, right into that, and hang out with this guy over here and play with him a little bit because he is wanting to play. So I'm gonna go ahead and get camp set up, make some dinner, and just enjoy the evening because this is a pretty amazing view. Sausage and duck eggs with Cholula.
I want to take this time to thank all the servicemen and women that are fighting the ongoing fires throughout the country. My thoughts and prayers are with the families and businesses affected. Our world is so beautiful, and we can all do our part to take care of it.